Nation, we back with a goodie. Let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building, man. You guys know what time it is. Welcome to the latest installment of the Graphic and Wasted Show.
Or the Wasted Graphic Show, whichever way you like to slice it. What is the deal, bro?
It's always good to see my brother, man. Salute to the chat, you guys. Salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history. Make sure you guys wipe your feet. Pay your bar tabs, man. Hit that subscribe button on both sides. I know Wasted got the Yankees on in the background. Hey, they're going nuts right now. 4-0 in the third inning. Salute to you guys. I know you're down 3-1, but hey, it's never over till it's over. Real quick, man. Also, salute to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. This live stream is powered by BetUS. Head over there. Get 150% bonus on your first deposit, 125% on your next two deposits by you.
$2,000.
What do you use?
YouTube 150.
Promo code YouTube 150.
Yes, sir.
Also, the fastest payouts in the industry. Make sure to head over to BetUS. Tell them that Graphic Raider and Mr. Wasted Talent himself sent you. This live stream is powered by
BetUS. Hey, I just had to just crash the promo, brother. I love it. I love it. Yo, man, that is a fire Raider shirt too, man. I love it, man.
Man, you know.
Oh, wait, 5-0 Yankees. Oh, yes.
Yo, a lot to talk about today. We're going to pick apart this AP presser today. We're going to talk about the update that was provided on Michael Mayer. It looks as though some good signs that we're going to get our young pup back here soon. We're going to talk about more praise for our rookie tight end, Brock Bowers. A lot going on with him right now. He is having a monumental season with a fucked up situation at quarterback. I can't even imagine what he's going to look like, Wasted, when we have a real quarterback one. It's going to be absolute insanity.
Bro, listen, the one thing that you can't do is you cannot get upset about that pick. He is looking like the best pick that we've had in the first round since Khalil Mack.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, he's having the best rookie season out of any Raider I can remember.
Period. Yeah, I mean, outside of Bo Jackson.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Who else, bro? I mean, you can go to the, but it's Bo. I think Bo. Salute to Hub, man. It's a special day. Half Brow Wasted is in the house.
You damn right. And a whole bucket of chicken head Hug D's is in a place, as always.
Yo, once again, man, salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history. We're going to talk about some things. Let's get to the injury report real quick, you guys. For those who didn't get an opportunity to check out the updates, I'm going to go over this real quick. Hand over the floor to my brother Wasted. Brock Bowers, dealing with a rib injury after that game. Last Sunday against Kansas City Chiefs, he was full, good to go. Harrison Bryant with that elbow injury that was sustained a week prior, he's limited. Max Crosby with the ankle injury was full today. I love watching him play against the Bengals, bro. It's like he loves getting to Joe Burrow. So it's going to be a fun weekend. Andre James with the ankle injury did not participate, so we may get another week of JPJ at center, which that offensive line looked totally different. Or we may get a sighting of Dylan Parham. Dealing with that foot injury, he was limited today, so that's a good sign that things are starting to shift towards him potentially playing. Also, Jack Jones' knee was limited. Jacoby Myers still dealing with that ankle injury. Had a good game for us this past week against the Chiefs. He was limited. Colton Miller, elbow. This has been a trend with him. Limited. It looks like he'll play. Trayvon Merrick, hamstring. Full. Good to go. Robert Spillane, man, the knee injury sustained against the Chiefs. He did go back out and play that entire game, which is absolute insanity.
To me, that doesn't mean anything because I've seen people do stuff like that and be out for the rest of the season.
No, exactly. We've seen it. We've seen Denzel Good do it. Salute to our guy.
Christian Wilkins did that. He
exactly.
Plays, so
he did not participate today. So we'll kind of get a better understanding of what we're looking at with him at the linebacker position come tomorrow. Really, really better idea Friday to see if he's going to be active. Zamir White, quadricep was limited. So he looks like he'll be good to go this week as he's been these past few weeks. For the Bengals, Orlando Brown Jr. dealing with a knee/fibula. He did not practice their tackle. That's a big thing for them. Joe Burrow, right wrist. He's been dealing with that wrist injury, Wasted. We know that.
Yeah, all season.
Yep, but he's been full today. T. Higgins, that quadricep. He did not participate. He missed this last game against the Philadelphia Eagles. So it's going to be interesting to see if he misses back-to-back games, back-to-back home games at that. And then defensive tackle Chris Jenkins Jr. Dealing with a thumb injury. He was full. He was good to go. So there you have it, man. But also, I got to put this out there. AP did state on his presser, Wasted, that he does not expect Robert Spillane to miss any time with that knee injury. So,
well, man, thank God. Because this defense, he is the glue of this defense. He's the one guy besides Max Crosby that you cannot have off of the football field. You need him on that field. And to be honest with you, I have a lot of concerns for why we have been bit by the injury bug so bad this season. Like, what's going on in that building? I don't want to be hyperbolic and just blame everything.
It's Gruden. Gruden is still killing this organization. It's emails, it's workouts. The Gruden experience is still biting in the ass.
That troglodyte is effing everybody over. but to be real, do you think that the way that they handled the offseason, not scrimmaging other teams and like playing guys deep in the preseason, do you think that's had a collateral damage on the team thus far?
I don't. I just think that it happens, bro. It's football. Injuries happen. You know what I mean? Like, I just think that this year was let me say this. If there was going to be any year that we got hit by the injury bug, thank God it's this year. We don't have a quarterback, right? Like, it would suck to go get a rookie quarterback, whether it's Cam Ward, Shador, it doesn't matter, Drew Allure, whoever, and they go out there and they start balling, and then all this shit starts to happen.
Yeah, and the wheels come off the horse cart. It'll be crazy.
So this would be the year for Christian Wilkins to go down, Malcolm Kuntz, Marcus Epps. Cool. It sucks. You know, you want to win football games, but this would be the season to do it because I would hate to see this shit happen next year once you finally locate the quarterback. So, but I mean, bro, we watched the Chargers go through this year in and year out. You look at the Chiefs right now; they're 7-0, and they've been wide receivers in and out. You know,
it's not like this though, Graphk. This been decimated up and down the roster, and from 1 to 53. And the problem is, I'm thinking to myself, maybe Tom Telesco has been the Maloik for Raider Nation. Has he brought that over with him?
Salute to our brother, Raider John. Telesco brought that injury bug for the Chargers over here.
Yo, that's crazy because
you ain't kidding, bro.
I promise you, I was not looking at the chat, yo.
Great mind.
Raider John in here, yo.
Great mind. Salute to our brother Raider John in the building. Salute to Hug in the building, man. Will's coming off the horse cart. You come over here on the Mayflower Wasted. Damn, you old. Salute to Hug Dizzle.
Hug, I'll get you later, man. I'll just let it breathe.
Yeah, but I mean, nothing really to see here. It's still early. It's only Wednesday, you guys. So, the injury report is not really telling at this point. It is a good sign, though, that Dylan Parham will be. It looks like he's, slowly getting ready to come back. But I want to ask you this. Would you rather, because there's all kind of noise on Twitter and Instagram and all over the place about keeping JPJ at guard and moving Dylan Parham over to center. What do you think about that idea?
I think that would be asinine.
Okay.
We saw what Dylan Parham looked like at center last year, right? He played a little center. Dylan Parham hasn't played center in so long, bro. JPJ looked like one of the best centers in football last week when he played. Yeah. He was throwing people out the club the whole game. It's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense, bro. If they were to do that, man, that's beyond organizational malpractice. The kid was a center. He was probably the first or second best center coming out of college. He's the center in waiting Stop trying to make this into something it's not. And not for nothing, the Dylan Parham experiment for me, to me, next year his job should be up for grabs. Dylan Parham has done nothing to make me feel like he should stay here and be our guard of the future. Now, statistically, they say men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Sometimes in the National Football League, some of these metrics for these offensive linemen, I don't see it that way. When I watch and I look and I see what the F's going on, I've never seen Dylan Parham look dominant one down of his career. Not one down, bro, and he's a guard, and I've never seen that. And I'm not disrespecting Dylan Parham because he plays that bend, don't break style at guard, but to me, that's not good enough.
Let me ask you, because I love what Chris just put up there. Salute to my guy Chapman. You know, Andre James played guard at UCLA. And he came to the NFL and converted to center. Do you think that in any world that he can just lose his job to JPJ or Dylan Parham, right, and Andre James just shifts over to guard? Can you see in any world where that can happen?
No, because I just think Andre James, the trade deadline's coming up. I'm looking at what happened, down with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they traded Cam Robinson, right?
Moved on to Minnesota for like a sixth round, something like that. I forgot what it was.
So I think the Raiders, if the Raiders have embraced the tank, right, or if they've embraced the reality, not the tank, because I don't think anybody's trying to lose on purpose.
No, with all these injuries, bro, it's like we're not going to win.
Yeah. So if they've embraced the reality of the situation, it's time to start moving guys. Listen, there might be a market for Andre James. There might be a market. Now, I don't normally see middling centers get traded in the middle of the season. That normally doesn't happen. That's kind of like an off-season kind of thing. You want to start your season with your guy, or if there's a catastrophic injury to your center, and there has not been that in the National Football League. But Colton Miller's a guy that the Raiders might want to look to move on from. Yeah, and Andre James possibly as well. I'm gonna be real with you.
Names. I've seen some names floating around by the trade deadline. We talked about this for many moons, like with Colton Miller. We talked about this for a while, even last year, by potentially trying to package him up to move up to get a quarterback. So I wouldn't be shocked about the whole Colton Miller experience coming to an end soon, even though I love what Sanjit said. Sanjit loves the trenches, right? He knows, he loves the offensive line. It's right. Like he's right, though. Like, allow Colton Miller to get healthy. You give him an offseason, man, he didn't get a chance to hit the weights. He didn't get a chance to get his strength up. We've seen signs of him getting better these past few weeks, Wasted. So do you want to really go out there and try to identify the left tackle position if you feel like Mumford's not the guy of the future? Because then you're just having another need, a major need for a rookie quarterback to come in and be the guy.
Yeah, but the way I see this is I see this offensive line being remade in the image of whatever guy is going to come over and take over. Mm-hmm. And I want to give them the latitude to build this line that way. I don't need them to have anybody in a big contract that's anchored to this line for them to have to build around that. And the thing is with Cole Miller, he's not playing up to the level where I feel like, I'm going to look to him to be here in the future. He is damaged goods at this point. He is a guy that's an older guy for NFL standards, and he can fit into a situation where they're in a win now situation. We can get some premium draft capital. We can get our quarterback of the future. Maybe go out in free agency and get a left tackle. Maybe we go in the draft and get it. Or maybe, we see what that Munford situation looks like at left tackle, because he played a lot better at left, this gives us
better on the left side, period. At guard, tackle, it doesn't matter.
So to me, I feel like this is the season where you get answers to the questions about the question marks on your roster.
Okay.
Right? Colton Miller, that shoulder. Listen, let's get a definitive answer. It's never going to be right again. Get him out of here. Let's see what we got in Munford. Okay, Munford's not the answer. He's a backup. We got to go out there. I just feel like the Raiders have so many people on his roster that you have question marks about, and I don't want that anymore. I want guys on his roster that I know are moving forward. Nate Hobbs is a guy you can build around. Max, of course. Christian Wilkins. These are definites. Isaiah Palmau is a guy you're going to keep. He's so talented. Even if he's a backup, you got to keep him, right? Yeah. But there are a lot of guys like Colton Miller. There are a lot of guys like Dylan Parham that it's huge question marks. And I don't want to go into another season trying to figure out whether these guys can play up to the level of their supposed potential. I just don't want to do it anymore.
Okay. And real quick, you guys, Salute to everybody here in the building once again. Appreciate you guys for being here. We were provided today an update on a specific player in the sophomore season. You know, we don't know the details. We don't know the ins and outs of Michael Mayer and why he is out. You know, we've kind of, everybody in the nation has kind of speculated a little bit, right? But it's personal reasons. He's kind of hinted, you know, that his return is almost here, Wasted, which is great because this offense can definitely use some more firepower, right? Because I mean, with Michael Mayer there, man, that opens up Brock Bowers more. It opens up Jacoby, Trey Tucker. This offense has looked totally different without Michael Mayer out there, whether it's in the blocking game, receiving game. Look, man, I think people tend to forget what we have in Michael Mayer. Like real talk, like people, it's Brock Bowers, it's this, it's that. Are you guys forgetting what Michael Mayer can do? This is a major pivotal part of this offense moving forward. So, you know, for him to provide an update today, you know, we all know that he was put on the non-football illness list, I believe week 5, week 6. So he had to miss a minimum of 4 games as a result. He will be eligible to return by week 11. That means after the bye week. So we got the Bengals, you know, he could return pretty soon here. All right. What he said was, I think we're getting close. Salute to Paul Gutierrez. He asked him about the second-year tight end, when he's going to come back. Is there any update? Blah, blah, blah. I think we're getting close. I do think we're getting close. That's the first time that you kind of heard
it's been audible silence as it pertains to Michael Mayer, right?
Yeah.
And
status quo has been the quote. It's been what has been said week in and week out about Michael Mayer.
So now we're getting into a space where we've identified a guy that can come in real time. You didn't have to go outside of the organization to bring a guy that can help this offense. This offense has been very, can I say putrid? Can I say pedestrian? Can I say
you're being very nice?
I think I'm being too kind, right?
Yeah, definitely.
This is beyond vanilla. You know, and when you have another weapon that has to be accounted for, now we can get into this situation where we talked about 12 personnel. And there hasn't been a whole lot of dynamic 12 personnel groupings. Brian is a hell of a player too. Don't there's no disrespect to Harrison Bryant. I feel Harrison Bryant can start for probably 25 other teams in the National Football League. He's a hell of a player, but he's been hurt too, right? But when you get a guy that's dynamic as Michael Mayer in the passing game, and you put him with Brock Bowers, that is a nightmare for opposing offenses. And now you don't have to, you know, kind of factor in those 15, targets that you kind of got to give to a Devontae Adams. Yeah. You don't have to. You could just throw to the open man. And I love the fact that we're getting to see these guys. I'm not saying that it's better not having a guy like Devontae Adams, but I feel like when you have a pedestrian quarterback and he has to continuously, like, in the back of his head, force
feed Devontae Adams.
That's a problem, and it makes them very indecisive. And I think that's a lot of the problem that we've had with Gardner Minshew, because I don't think he's ever come into a situation where he had a mandate on a guy that he had to get the football to.
Yeah,
a lot of the teams he's played for, they haven't had that kind of a situation. He's never played with a player.
It's distribution. You get it. You get it. Yeah,
I think that's been an issue for Gardner.
Let me ask you this.
I think it's a good problem not to have.
Let me ask you this. Would you, with Mayer dealing with, whatever he's dealing with, we speculated a little bit. I mean, that's all we can do at this point. Is it mental health, which it looks like he's dealing with something in terms of some mental health some issues, right?
Yeah.
At this point, do you throw him out there this year? We're already in a situation where we look, the more losses you calculate, the better draft capital you're going to have. And Michael Mayer will definitely provide an extra boost of confidence on that offensive side of the ball. We've all screamed 12 personnel, Luke Getsy, Michael Mayer, Brock Bowers with Devontae on the outside to open up the offense, with Trey Tucker with the speed, blah, 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 blah. Tay's gone. Do we need to see him this year?
Yeah, I think so, because you need to know what you have in him going forward. When you start talking about player development, you start talking about the future. He's one of those cornerstone pieces that you got to figure out if he's a cornerstone. It's a high draft pick. He's a guy who's super talented. Yeah. You got to see what you have. Now, do I think adding another tight end is going to add to the win column? don't necessarily think that's the case, right? Because unless he's, Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates, Travis Kelce, if he's that kind of guy, if you got him and Brock Bowers who is looking to be that kind of guy, then that's a little different, right?
This is a kid wasted. And my bad, brother. I mean to step on your toes, but as a rookie with Aiden O'Connell, Jimmy Garoppolo, Brian Hoyer, I mean, the kid had 27 receptions, 304 yards, and 2 touchdowns. There's a lot of promise there in terms of development and production moving forward with Michael Mayer.
Yeah, but that's not a franchise altering, shifting contribution though.
No. But
like, so that's the thing. So Brock Bowers right now has 50 catches.
But the offense was totally different last year. You had Josh Jacobs running the football.
Yeah,
you had Tay, so it's totally different, brother. Like, you know what I mean? But I hear what you're saying.
Even if you had all of those facts, you take them factors away, right? And you take Michael Mayers and put him in the same situation Brock Bowers is in by himself.
Yeah,
he's not going to give you that kind of production. Let's be for real here. And I like Michael Mayer, right? I don't think that he is as look. Even when they were in college, it was clear Brock Bowers was the guy. Clear. You know what I'm saying? So I'm of the mindset that I want to know what I have in Michael Mayer, and I don't think if I'm operating from the prism of I want the Raiders to have as high as the draft pick as possible, I don't think Michael Mayer is going to do enough to alter the fortune of the Raiders to where he's going to add a win or two. I don't think his wins over replacement is that.
But I'm excited to see him. I want to see what he looks like in this offense. Salute to Pablo. Do you think Ben Johnson will consider the Raiders if they move on from AP? He wasn't interested in Washington, and they had the number 2 pick. So let me say this. A report just came out, Wasted. I don't know if you've seen this, but they said that he was interested in Chicago. Okay?
Yeah.
So I don't know why he wouldn't be interested in the Commanders. You have Caleb A 1A. You have Jay Daniels 1B, right? But I'll say this. If you have the likes of a Shedeur Sanders or a Cam Ward, one of those top quarterbacks with all that salary cap, over $120 million, right? You have Tom Brady, over there, one of the figureheads moving this thing forward that already has praised him about, I would have loved to play in that offense and so on and so forth. Playing in a place like Las Vegas for one of the most, decorated organizations in the world. I do believe that if we're there in the thick of things, Pablo, that top 5 where we can go get one of those top 2 guys, I definitely believe that Ben Johnson would throw with the idea. Max Crosby, Brock Bowers. I mean, what are we doing here?
Bro, you got to understand something. Last year, it was not that he was not interested. He was the guy for the Washington job. He just made his mind up that he was going back to Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So if he would have got on the open market, he probably would have picked Washington because the Chicago job wasn't open. But now I did hear that if Ben Johnson was receptive to going there, fuck. If he was receptive to going, I'm sorry, the judge.
I know. I get it.
But if he was receptive to going to Chicago, I think they might have considered moving on from Eberflus. If I'm not mistaken, I actually heard that. So now we're in a situation where, as a coach, right, you want to go to the best situation to be able to put your stamp on the organization. This organization is a blank slate, right? You have a guy in the ownership group who has been public with his praise of what you do, right? Yeah. You're able to come here and you have a myriad of talent on his roster already, and you have the second most cap space in the National Football League.
Yes.
You have a market that is a tax-free market. It is a banner franchise, a marketable city. It is a great situation to be in. And you could come in year 1 and get your quarterback. Why would you not want this job?
Yeah.
So the thing about it is that there's so many moving parts with this for us as fans, right? We gotta be honest, right? We gotta be honest. Do the Raiders plan on keeping Antonio Pierce? Is there a certain amount of wins that the Raiders are going to keep Antonio Pierce? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think the amount of season that's left, he couldn't win enough if they're to keep his job, right?
No.
I think that the Raiders have already decided what they're going to do with Antonio Pierce, win, lose, or draw. So now we're looking at
whether he's a part of that discussion or not. I agree with you.
Yeah, whether he's a part of the discussion or not. Now, there are some people that are saying that, he already knows they're trying to tank. He's smiling, walking into the locker room and all this stuff, and I don't believe that. Yeah. I believe when you see him smiling,
it's like a holy shit. Is this shit ever gonna get?
Yeah, is this going to get any better? Like laugh to keep from crying kind of thing.
Yeah,
I think if you're Mark Davis and you got a guy that's as knowledgeable as Brady, as knowledgeable as Richard Seymour, and these guys play their whole career with Bill Belichick, and then Brady goes down and plays with BA, Bruce Arians.
Yeah,
you think that guy watching what's going on with the Raiders think that is something that you can win with? Do you really believe that? Nobody's won more than Tom Brady in the Super Bowl era.
I have to say this real quick in regards to Ben Johnson, because everybody knows I'm a Ben Johnson guy. I love the mind, just what he brings. He's an offensive genius to me. But I have to say this, right? And wait, I know you're going to agree with me on this. He has been very, very lucky to be in a situation where he has a veteran quarterback who is really, really good. One of the most underrated quarterbacks in the NFL.
Oh, 1,000%.
Two-headed monster with Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. To have one of the better offensive lines in the NFL, to have a 2-3-headed monster at wide receiver with Sam Laporta at the tight end spot. He has a lot at his disposal, okay? So this is not me here, you guys, because I know everybody, you riding this. I get so many weird comments about Ben Johnson. I have to say this. He has been provided a lot at his disposal.
But bro, look, to me, that doesn't compute, because there have been times in this organization where we've had offensive coordinators where they could have had Jerry Rice, Chris Carter, Barry Sanders at running back, and they still would have fucked it up.
Yeah.
Seriously, there's some offensive coordinators that just are not good. And they're not good, and their scheme sucks, and that's the long and the short of it. Because we've had offenses that have had shit like even offense last year.
Yeah.
Right? We didn't have the quarterback, but goddamn it, you had every other box check. Pretty much.
All-pro wide receiver. You got an all-pro running back. Yeah, I agree.
Tight end, all that shit, right? You got a fabulous number 2 wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Great, young speedster. Like, you had a lot of pieces in a couple of iterations of the Raiders, right? And they still were not able to take control of. So the one thing about Ben Johnson that I do know is if you give him the pieces, this is what it'll look like.
Yeah.
That's why I'm hiring him, right? Now, when we talk about him being lucky, it's not lucky. That didn't happen in a vacuum. That was a team that was
Brain trust draft.
Brain trust was on the same sheet of music. They hired the right coach. They moved the guy in Matthew Stafford that people were like, why the hell would you do that? But what they did was they got younger and got a quarterback that's comparable to him. They went out there with all of these
Super Bowl.
Yeah, drafted perfect.
Drafted St. Brown, drafted J-Mo, drafted the great tackle out of Oregon.
Penei Sewell and all these guys. So they hit. Every draft pick, they knocking it out of the park, right? So this ain't happening in a vacuum, bro. Yeah. This is people who know what they're doing. They're all on the same sheet of music. And that really can happen right here with the Raiders. If you got smart people making decisions, if you got people who aren't going out there and drafting guys and trying to play them out of position and doing all this goofy shit.
And that's the
guy's named Alex Leatherwood because you like their last name and he has country thickness.
See, that's the difference between a great organization and a bad organization. Detroit has been a terrible organization forever. But you look at those guys, they drafted all those guys. They drafted, they drafted Swell. They drafted Sam Laporta. They drafted St. Brown. They drafted J-Mo. They drafted Jahmyr Gibbs. They went out and got David Montgomery in free agency because they played against him twice a season, and they gave him a nice bag to be that second back with him and Jahmyr Gibbs. Smart organization. And I think with him coming over here with Tom Brady, in the building and so on and so forth, I just think that it'll work. Salute to Joe. In the spirit of the NBA season starting recently, am I the only one who wishes the NFL draft operated like the NBA's lotto? Like, why does a team like Carolina get another chance to ruin another quarterback? Salute to my guy, Joe, man. I appreciate you, man, on the $10 holla. And, bro, you may be on to something with that, bro. Like, real talk, because in the NFL, it's totally different. Lose. Go get your guy. You know what I'm saying? The NBA used to, I remember, the NBA, bro, they would tank. Like, there was teams that would, look at the Spurs.
The Spurs did that, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, there's tanking that happens in the NBA when there's a certain kind of player that's coming out. right? So like the year that LeBron James was coming out, everybody knew he was coming out. Everybody knew Carmelo Anthony was coming out that year. So everyone tanked that year in 2003. The year when Tim Duncan was coming out, everybody was like, this guy could be the next Kareem. You know, they tanked. They tanked, right? But then there are other years, like when Emeka Okafor came out and Dwight Howard came out, it was like
Connecticut's finest.
Yo, Emeka was nice in college, though, bro.
Come on, man. I know.
Emeka was nice, man. But, you know, there was no tanking because there was a talented draft. It was kind of a toss-up, a high school kid. You didn't know what Dwight was going to be. And you know, so we've seen tanking, bro, but you only see it in years when there's guys. So with the NFL, I'm going to be honest with you. Just because you have the number one pick, you don't just get rewarded for that. Yeah. Like Detroit, I don't remember Detroit really, like Aiden Hutchinson, would they take him? He was the second or the first pick that year?
I think the second. He was the second.
He's the second pick. So they got rewarded in a sense, right? But a lot of the picks that they just picked, they didn't overthink it. Like when they had Penei Sewell in line, they took him. You know, they like people, you don't take running backs that high. Listen, J-Mo got hurt. Everybody passed on him. They took him. Yep. They took him, bro.
Went number 2. I did not know, bro, that Aiden Hutchinson is 6'7".
Yeah, he's a monster.
Holy shit.
He's a monster.
Salute to that Raiders fan. I've seen many interviews of Shador being asked about the Raiders. I really think he wants to play for us rather than Cleveland, Tennessee, and Carolina.
Bro, erase all of that shit from your mind. I don't want you guys to fall into the same trap that we did with Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels wanted to play here. He was in our fucking locker room. He played under AP. Oh, it's going to happen. It's not up to them. Yeah. It is not up to them. It's up to what pick we have and the people ahead of us, what they're going to do, and if they're willing to deal with us or not. So erase that shit from your mind, y'all.
Salute the Hug. Remember, there's 5 first-round quarterbacks under 26 benched right now. I love that because Hug sent me this earlier on Instagram, and I seen it on Twitter. Is making his waves. Shador and Cam have to be developed, and the NFL has a problem right now. I seen there was a list of like Sam Darnold. We talked about this offline.
We talked about it.
Baker Mayfield's that like you know, and some of these guys are starters and starting to come out the shell, but there's a lot of these guys. You see Anthony Richardson get benched, you know, and Indianapolis is saying we want to win right now. You know, we want to win right now. I mean, I get it. You got Flacco out there who's pretty much 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? But how does that interrupt the development of a kid in Anthony Richardson who has struggled? He has struggled to throw the football.
Well, you know, this is the thing, man. I think the NFL needs to adopt the metric that they used to. You had guys that got developed for years, like Steve Young, right? You had times where, you know, at the end of seasons, they would play Young just to get him some snaps because the 49ers would have already had the division wrapped up. I think the NFL needs to go back to back in the day. Like this whole Peyton Manning metric, it does not work for everyone. And that's why we're burning through so many quarterbacks. They see what happened with Manning when he came in day one. They let him get through his growing pains, and then he just took off. They did that with Drew Bledsoe, right? Previous to Manning. They did that with certain guys. But there are other guys where we've put them out there day one. They were not ready. And then we get rid of them and draft somebody else, and you just chew them up and you ruin these guys. Yeah. I believe with Anthony Richardson, he was a guy who was a project to begin with.
Always
play a lot of ball at Florida.
Whole draft. We talked about that whole draft. He has not played a ton of football.
So, like, you know, if you're gonna do that and under the guise of, hey, Anthony, you're still our guy, we think you need to watch a little bit. We made a mistake. We're sorry. Sit back and watch a little bit. Watch a guy like Joe Flacco who's won a Super Bowl and watch the way he goes about his business.
In multiple playoffs with multiple teams.
Yeah, everywhere he goes, he's been successful. Yeah. Watch the way he goes about it. Because you have more athletic ability than him. So if you go about it the way he goes about it, who knows where you can wind up, right? Yeah. But the organization has to commit to the player. And that's the problem with all of this. Yeah. I think some of these players will be receptive to that metric if the organization's really committed to them in a real way and realize that they didn't make a mistake. They made a mistake on the way they brought them along.
Salute to Alan Montgomery as well for gifting one OLV Raiders Network membership. Salute to you, brother. If you guys want to support what we do, man, want to become Green Dot Gang, get off my lawn gang, make sure you hit the links. They're pinned up top. It definitely helps us keep the lights on over here and show more. And real quick, you know, I don't want to bring the mood down on the show. I just got a text a few minutes ago. I just want to say rest in peace to my Aunt Carrie.
Rest in peace, bro.
Salute to my Uncle John, man. He's going through it. Was his high school sweetheart. Salute to my cousins, Alexis and everybody, man. They going through the motions right now. They're out in Las Vegas. You know, she was on the outs for a few days. You know what I mean? I just want to say R.I.P., man, to my Auntie Carrie, man. So and love you, Uncle John. Love you to all my cousins out there and everything. Finger's been calling me left and right about it too, trying to get a hold of me. So I just want to say, man, salute to my family. Love you guys. Rest in paradise to my Auntie Carrie, man. So what's that score look like right now?
5-0 Yanks, but the bases are loaded. They had a chance to throw the guy at third base, and third baseman bobbled it.
Nasty.
Yeah,
you look at the ESPN. You reading that?
No. I'm watching the game on YouTube TV.
Okay.
I'm watching it on my phone. My phone's in front of me, so I'm watching the game and looking at you. So basically, I'm like Tommy Zeus.
Yeah.
One out here.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys, man. Real talk, man. Appreciate you guys so much in the chat for putting up the prayer hands and stuff, man. You already know, man. It is what it is. Appreciate you guys so much. What else? We could talk about what AP did at the presser today. Did you see that he finally kind of put some accountability on the coaching staff as well, Waste? Did you?
Yeah, a little bit, bro. But you know, it's not enough.
I know. Let me read this real quick. I don't think a little bit. I think that he actually took some ownership a little bit. This is what he said when they asked him about the play caller, if he's comfortable with Getsy being the OC and blah, blah, blah. He said it has to get better. There's been a lot of opportunities for us to score points and make opportunities. And yeah, that's on the play caller. But also, like I told our staff and our players, it's on all of us. So what did I say the other day? I don't know if you guys remember on Coffee Call. I said, just put the blame on everybody. Put the blame on everybody. Like just you get some blame. You get some blame. It's on all of us.
Bro, that's horse shit. That guy. And look, you know, I've been a big AP guy, right? That guy, if it took him in week 8 to actually like broach the fact that there's an issue with the coaching staff, that is a cop-out to me. It is 100% on these guys because his team is playing their ass off for him. His team is, I think it's criminal that he didn't call these fuckers out. It's criminal, bro. He got a team of guys. You got the walking wounded. You got guys like Max Crosby putting his damn career on the line. Robert Spillane putting his career on the line. You got all of these guys doing this, right? And you don't have the guts to say, this is on us. Yeah. It's not on you. It's on us. We're fucking up here. Because we know that's what's going on. We're not stupid, bro. To me, that's bullshit. And to be honest with you, the fact that he hasn't made a move is a problem with me. You should have said, hey, something ain't working. We got to change something.
Scott Turner, Joe Philbin.
Go in the box or something like that.
No, he's been in the box. Past 2 weeks.
Bro, okay. So guess what? You ain't the play caller no more. You ain't a temptation no more. That's what they need to do to him.
Hey,
shit, bro.
Hey, Mason, and let me ask you this, because it's so funny, man. Like this is literally, y'all, my diabolical twin. Okay. So we're like 3.5 hours into the watch party. And I say to Hammer, I say, is this AP discussion becoming the new Derek Carr discussion, right? And then I touched on it a little bit during the coffee and convo the following day about being a mixed bag, so to speak, right? On Twitter, Instagram, people are like, let's get rid of him. Let's keep him. It's not his fault. He needs this. He needs a quarterback. He needs an O-line. He needs this. And the Derek Carr, he needs an O-line. He needs a defense. He needs this. Is this the new Derek Carr narrative in the nation? Wasted? Is it because you called me? You said, yo, bro, this is really starting to feel real Derek Carr. I said, motherfucker, you didn't watch the show? He said, no, what the fuck you talking about? I said,
bro, it's always that way. But, bro, it is. And you know why? I'm going to be honest with you. Because we Raider fans now, right? You have people that are our age, right? You got a guy like that's my age that I remember the Super Bowl in 1983-84. I remember I was a little kid, though. So it's not like, because I'm a kid. Yeah. I don't know any better. I'm not realizing that that's the last one I'm going to see. until I'm gray with children and shit like that. You know, I didn't think that. And then when I'm doing the history and I'm growing up in the 80s and in the 90s, I go back and it's not that far back. That date, shit, 1980, 1983. Oh shit, then 77. Okay. So, you know, there's another one coming around the corner. Fuck. Oh, the 49ers, they won one. They won another one. They won what the fuck? Dallas, they got one. Hey, but eventually we gonna get one. Dallas, what the fuck? They got 3? What the fuck's going on here? And it kept rolling and rolling, right? Buffalo's going to the Super Bowl again. What the hell is going on, right? You gotta think. The Redskins, the Giants are going. What the F's going on? Where's our Super Bowl? And then now we're where we are now, right? And I think the mentality of our fan base, once we see a little bit of success, we try to latch onto that shit with everything we have. And we just feel like, if we could just, please, there's a chance. We need to build it because we've seen so many dark times in this organization, bro, that when we get a little bit of success, we don't know how to act, man. Yeah. We're like a dude who is like medium ugly that gets a little attention from a woman. Yeah. And they go all out.
Hold on, bro. Medium ugly?
Medium ugly.
Yo, that is some cold ass
medium ugly
shit.
That's
medium ugly.
Medium ugly. He's right at the precipice of being just really fucked up looking.
Yo, I love it. Very mediocrity at its finest.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy. Salute to Ahmed. Graph, what are the top 3 things that would make this job attractive enough to Ben Johnson to leave the Lions and select this job over other jobs? Let me say this about Ahmed. I think that he's going to leave the Lions anyway. Like, this is the year for him to go get a head coaches. Look, he could have been one of the richest head coaches in the NFL. The Commanders were to cash him out. Dan Quinn was option B to them. You know what I'm saying? So this is the year to cash in because look at the offense. Look what they're doing, right? But there's a few things that go into this. You know, Burton, it's how much salary cap you have. You have a shit ton of money to provide. You have a few weapons at your disposal. You have Brock Bowers. You have Trey Tucker. You look at JPJ and some of these young guys on that offense. But then you look at in terms of where we're going to draft. This is a top 10 draft. Look, we're drafting in the top 10. More than, to be real with you, probably top 5. So he can go identify the quarterback that he wants. There's plenty reasons why he would leave that situation and come over here. Think about it like this, Burton. Would he want to go to the Jets with the old Aaron Rodgers and Devontae with 1 year left on, 1 year left? Does he want to go to Philly where I don't think that Jalen Hurts fits what he tries to do, what he's trying to do on the offense side of the ball? If Philly is starting to get the new wheels starting to turn, they're like 5-2. So they may keep their head coach, but there's only a certain amount of teams that are going to need a new head coach. And we're one of them. And Vegas is a beautiful city. The lights, the glamour, the glitz, a lot of money. He'll have a lot of freedom to do what he wants to do. And once again, Tom Brady. So, I mean, there's so many reasons for him. And then Max Crosby. Max Crosby on the defense side of the ball. Who the hell wouldn't want to be a head coach? Oh, shit, what happened?
Fucking Freddie Freeman. Fucker, man. He just RBI is 5-3 Dodgers.
They're winning?
No. I'm just saying Dodgers just got pick up.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Freeman, man, this fucker. You can't get this guy out, man.
Hey, I don't know. Sorry. I don't know personally if Mark is going to go target Ben Johnson. I just know that even if the plan was, and you know how this shit go wasted, right? Even if the plan was to lose a ton of ball games this year, AP in the public eye looks worse week in and week out by every loss. Every loss.
Look, I'm
not going to try and save face by that. Like, I got to save face. AP got to go. Like I can see that happening. Like the plan is to lose. It is what it is. We're gonna go get our quarterback. We missed out on Jaden Daniels. We missed out on Caleb Williams. We missed out on Michael Penix Jr. This year we're gonna go get our guy. But publicly, how can Mark Davis say, "Oh, we're gonna bring back AP if we go 2-15"? How is that feasible?
It's not even. See, the problem is that's been the problem with the Raiders. The public perception. Who the hell cares about public perception? It's about the
wasn't in 2024.
It's about reality, bro. That's the problem. It's about the reality of the situation. The reality of the situation is that This is a guy, by no metric can you take his resume as a coach and he'd ever get a head coaching job, even in college. He would have a hard time coaching a school at a historically black university, a small school. It'd be hard for Antonio Pierce to get a job coaching fucking Jackson State.
Yeah.
With not a whole lot of money. It'd be hard for him to do that, right? Not to say that the age, but I'm saying those are smaller schools, right? So even then it would be a problem, right? And I'm sure he can get a job because Eddie George got a job coaching, right? But so what metric are we keeping him by?
Yeah.
Because the players liked him last year?
Yeah.
I don't know if they like him that much.
Fuck. Tie fucking game. It's tied. Wasted. Yeah. Say goodbye. West, y'all. Nah, look. Hey, real quick, though. I'll tell you this. Mark Davis definitely gambled on bringing in Antonio Pierce. And you guys did too. Salute to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. This stream is powered by BetUS. Make sure to head over there and get your first deposit. What is it? What is it, Wasted?
Your first deposit up to $2,000.
No. 150%.
Wait, hold on. Let me cook. Your first deposit up to $2,000, 150% of that $2,000. Your second and third deposit, 125% up to $2,000. Use YouTube 150, and this show has been powered by Graphk and Wasted and Bet You to the S.
There you go.
I effed that up. I'm sorry.
150% bonus on your first deposit. 125% bonus on your next two deposits. All by using promo code YouTube150, you guys, up to $2,000. Fastest payouts in the industry. Salute to our proud sponsors once again over at BetUS. This live stream is powered by BetUS. Salute to that Raiders fan. Al Davis passed on Marino, Rivers, Roethlisberger, Rodgers. Franchise desperately needs a franchise quarterback. May the football gods bless us. Salute to that Raiders fan. I love, that's a fire Raider logo, bro. I promise you I was thinking about getting that same tat on the back of my neck. Fire that Raiders fan. Love it. Salute to you on a $5 holla. Salute to Burton. But it's been a while since an up-and-coming head coach has chosen us over going somewhere else.
Guys, listen, conventional wisdom, past practice has nothing to do with today's National Football League. You have people going to Detroit. You got people that are happy to go to Detroit. You have
a team that's never won a championship in their history of the organization.
It's not about that. What it's about is, and I'm going to tell you, say, why would Ben Johnson pick us, right? The foundation of what's here, you have a Hall of Fame player at the foundation of that. You have Max Crosby. Mm-hmm. You have another guy, if he continues to go on that trajectory, in Christian Wilkins here, under contract, young. Then you have a Brock Bowers where he's a rookie, but he's looking like an all-pro. I'm not going to go Hall of Fame. Yeah, he got to get a couple all-pros, right? So you have these three guys in the building. You have a Nate Hobbs in the building, who's a young player, right? That's on the right side of 20. So you have these four guys, the foundational pieces. Now you have a Jackson Powers Johnson. You have a Glaze. You have all of these young guys that are going to be
Johnson and the Glaze. Pause.
Johnson and the Glaze, and it never gets any worse than that, right?
Hey, speaking of that, Ron John, protect your Halloweeners.
Damn right. So you have that, and then now in between that, you have as much money to get what you need done. Yeah. Then you have a top draft pick to go locate your quarterback, so you can check a bunch of boxes on this team as soon as you walk in the door. And you have an owner who's advantageous to you coming in and remaking this thing in your own image. Now, when you talk about Antonio Pierce, the Raiders organization needs to just be realistic. This was not their first choice. It was a bad choice. It was a choice that Mark Davis made under duress from the players and the fan base. You had all of the legends who were on board. You had all these people who were on board. So now everybody wants to throw a stone and hide their hand and say that, hey, man, I don't know. I never wanted AP. That's bullshit. There's a lot more people who wanted him than didn't.
Definitely.
There's been very few people who were skeptical of it. My football brain told me it was the wrong move because there's no metric to where you could say this is a good idea to hire this guy. Listen, most of the people, when you start asking who was a successful interim coach, right? The most successful interim coach I can think of, right, and this going beyond you guys, is when Marty Schottenheimer was a interim coach for the Browns.
Yeah.
Marty Schottenheimer did very well when he, and he's Marty Schottenheimer. He played Marty ball, right? He was an interim coach. Wade Phillips has been he's been an interim coach 3 times and has moved on his own.
Defensive minded guys ever to touch.
And even him, he didn't really do well as an interim coach. He's never won anything. These guys that become interim coaches, it's very seldom that they win. Jason Garrett, interim coach. Mm-hmm. So now you're operating under that prism with guys who are, accomplished coaches.
Yeah.
And then now we have a coach that is clearly in over his head schematically. He's in over his head when it comes to just the everyday game managed rudimentary coaching stuff. And he's in over his head from a standpoint of how to deal with problems.
Yeah.
There's no reason to bring him back. If he wasn't able to come out here and continue on the trajectory he was on, you have to cut bait because he showed you who he is now.
Hey, 30, I can tell you personally, and Wasted knows this as well. We have very, very close people to the situation. AP had nothing to do with Josh Jacobs not coming back. AP wanted Josh Jacobs to be a Raider. Point blank, period. The end. Yeah. Tom Telesco made the executive decision. He didn't want to pay him what he was asking for. Josh was willing to take a pay cut if certain demands were met, and Tom Telesco did not want to meet those specific demands. So that does not fall on AP at all. AP wanted Josh Jacobs to be back. What did he say last year? He was the heart and soul of that team.
So he went in the media and postured to get him into this building, and it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
But you know why I like that? I like that Coupon Tom is not attached at the hip to Antonio Pierce. And I like the fact that Coupon Tom has autonomy over him, and it's not the other way around. So you don't have this situation where you have a guy from the sideline making deals and making decisions. I like the fact that, you're the coach, and guess what? I got the power to fire you.
Realistically, you guys, in the chat, I want to ask you guys this. What is this team's record with Josh Jacobs on this roster? What do you think? We're 2-6 right now. What is this roster? What do we look like in terms of victories and losses with Josh Jacobs on this roster?
I think we'd have won another game or two.
Another game. I say 3-5. 3-5.
I said another game or two. Because all right, so
I got 3-5.
That's realistic.
3-5. Realistic. Cap says 5 wins. That's crazy. With one. Look, Caps. I love you, brother, but I don't see that. It's 3-5 at best.
That's extreme hopium because you got to look at it like this. Just from how Josh Jacobs has played, there's always an ebb and a flow to what he gives you from a week in and week out with right? Now there are certain games that you can kind of red circle where we were in those games, and the reason why we were not able to get things going is because of the run, us not being able to convert in the red zone. Like I give you an example, like even like with Kansas City, right? Those times we didn't convert in the red zone. If Josh Jacobs on his team, we probably convert.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know what I mean. The Denver game, that Denver game, I think we would have been able to salt that game away and win that game with Josh Jacobs.
I agree. Salute to Silver and Facts. That was the game that, with me personally, the Denver game where we could have went off and scored. We would have been 17-0. I forgot what it would have been if we would have scored right there. But that's the game. That would have been the one game where I had the difference. The Chiefs, I still think they would have found a way to beat.
Yeah, and the thing is that in that situation, that scenario, you got Josh Jacobs. Are you gonna go and are you gonna hand the ball? Are you gonna throw the ball? You're gonna hand it off to Josh Jacobs.
Yeah. Salute to Josh for getting his first receiving touchdown this year too. I love it. Salute to Josh Jacobs. Silver and Facts, in a day early, but happy McDaniels firing day. Let them Let's right this ship finally this offseason. Salute to my dog, Silver and Facts, my brother. I appreciate you. Salute to Ron Justice. We're gonna go back to back with this shit. Back to back. Boom. 10-piece special.
10.
Green
game just grew. Thank you, brother.
Hey, man. Green Dot Gang. Salute to Ron Justice, one of the GOATs over here. We appreciate you so much, brother. Real talk. Salute to all the new Green Dot Gang. Get off my lawn, gang. If you guys want to become a member and you missed out on those, hit the link. It's pinned up top. I'm going to tell you right now. A lot of people are like, fuck these memberships because this team sucks.
Yeah.
Bro, I watched my membership get cut more than in half. I'm like, and I understand it.
Yo, I do too. You know,
I swear to God, I respect it, bro. Like I get it. I get it. I understand.
But hey, man, when you look at what we do over here, you know, and what we provide here, you know what I'm saying, as you know, a network. Right, the guys in this network that are here with us and they're rocking with us, we provide sanity to each other, and I appreciate all of y'all pulling up every single day. I appreciate you guys spending your hard-earned time listening. If you guys can hear my voice, I appreciate y'all because it's been a tough season. Because a lot of the times, man, you know,
appreciate you, bro.
Yo, we sit up here and we're ready for the season, but we kind of know how the season's gonna go. With this season, I feel like Charlie Brown. I feel like they had the football there, and as soon as I go to kick it, they pulled it away.
Yeah,
I had a lot of hope.
Wah, 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 wah. That's all the pressers, bro. Every presser. Wah, 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 wah.
So it's that piece of it, and it's the piece of the fact that, yo, we go to kick the footballs right there, and then boom, Peppermint Patty pulls it away, and then we fall on our ass. That's why this season is so disappointing, bro. We bought in, and there were certain factors of last season's success that we took in, and we
thought of a roll.
Not about the reality of it. We didn't look at the fact we did, but we were like, nah, I don't mean nothing. We beat all these backup quarterbacks. We beat Tommy DeVito, bro. We beat Easton Stick. We didn't go out there and beat Justin Herbert. We looked at the win we got in Kansas City, right? And we're like, well, that shows that it was everything else was legitimate. And that was the wrong way to look at this. And now the chickens have come home to roost, man.
Bro, we thought from last year our vacation time would roll over. And we tried to use it. We tried to use it and was like, what the fuck you mean we can't use it? What do you mean? Salute to Raider Ryan. Just getting here. What's up with Mayor? Wasted and Graphk. Thank you guys for all the hard work you do for the nation. Have you talked me off the ledge? Salute to Ryan, man. Brother, there's no real update. It's just getting closer and closer. He can actually come back after the bye week, so we shall see him soon. But AP at his presser stated that he's getting closer and closer to coming back and returning to the Raiders. So the next week or so, we should see potentially Michael Mayer back in the building and working his way towards getting back on the offense side of the ball. So salute to Raider Ryan, salute to Hug, my dog, the GOAT, always. You already know what time it is, man. Hug, we love you, bro. You already know what it is, man. The GOAT moderator, man. If y'all don't know who Hug is, y'all are missing out. Salute to Ron Justice again. My dog is out here tweaking tonight. We love you. We appreciate you, bro, so much. And he says, I can't handle the days y'all ain't live, man. Salute to Ron Justice, bro. That means a lot. Hey, and tomorrow I'll be live again, man, with Stu, you guys. And y'all going to be actually shocked because, I can't wait for this conversation. This is going to be fun. Remember the conversation we had yesterday?
Yes, Stu.
Yeah. Hey, you guys always, Stu loves Aiden O'Connell. No. Y'all gonna have some fun with this show tomorrow. Y'all gonna have some fun with this shit tomorrow because I'm telling you now, just tap in with us. And once again, you guys, we got 800 people in the building. If you guys are gonna be in Cincinnati this weekend, let me know. DM me, Instagram, Twitter, comment on YouTube. Me and Stu will be out there. We're going to be rocking left and right in Cincinnati.
Nobody's going to be in Cincinnati.
Man, you crazy, bro. We travel.
Nobody lives in Cincinnati. It's only 3 people that live in Cincinnati. Man, what the F? Nobody's going to be.
Well, 1.5 of them live in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yo, salute to my people in the building, man. Let me see. The real fans knew what it was. We were having all the optimism going into each season, only to be watching Food Network and Housewives shows with our wives during the games by week 6.
Yo, man.
Salute to my guy, bro.
Yo, man. Shout out to the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Oh, Paul, for real? Oh, hold on, dog. While we're live, get the fuck out of here. Let me hit my guy, Swaggy.
The swagster.
The Swagginator. Hold on, man. Let me hit my brother up. I know he's in Tennessee. I know it's a little late out there. And Wasted got to go in a second.
Yeah.
My man.
My brother. Hey, I'm live right now.
Swaggy!
What are you doing, my man?
You going to be in Cincinnati?
Hell yeah, I'm going to Cincinnati.
Me and Stu or Hank, we getting together.
Bro.
I fly. Oh, Murph, what's up, brother?
Oh, I'm now mad. I'm not gonna be there, yo. Man, F all of y'all.
Saturday, we got a room. We got to link up, bro. We all got to link up. I leave Monday night, so let's kick it.
I'm in.
I'm gonna call you right when I land, brother.
Okay.
Hey, Paul hit the chat and said the guys are out there. I said, wait, what?
Yeah, hell yeah. Me and so Murph can't make the trip.
Oh, come on,
Oh, man. Murph, what's up?
Hey, Wasted said, "What's up, my brothers?" He said he love y'all and all that good stuff too. So
respect, man, respect. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna call you Saturday.
Yeah, call me Saturday, man. Yeah, we'll drive in. We'll probably be there. I don't know, about 4 or 5 o'clock, something like that, probably.
I don't even land till like 7:30 at night. So
Could you Swaggy do me a favor? Could you super kick Graphk in the face as soon as he gets off the plane like Shawn Michaels?
hey, Wasted said, do him a favor and sweet chin music me in the face like Shawn Michaels when you see me.
You with the damn spear, bro.
Hey, love you, bro. I'm gonna call you Saturday.
Love you, bro.
All right, brother. All right, peace. My guys, man. Salute to Murph's fan cave over there. There's my people over there, man. I love them.
Man. Shout out to them, man. Love
Ron
them guys,
Justice,
man.
dog. You are the GOAT of this stream today,
for real, bro. Appreciate you, Ron.
Real talk. That means a lot, man. Real talk. Salute to Coach. There are 13 teams under 500. Is this the worst the NFL's been? If only it was like the MLB where the legacy teams won more. Damn.
Yeah, no, bro. To be honest with you, that's the thing. I'm like, what a year for us to be shitty. Everyone else is shitty.
Mm-hmm.
You got teams that are 2-5 and 2-6 that aren't even eliminated from the playoffs yet. Nobody's been eliminated yet. This has been nasty work. It's like the AFC South all over the whole league. It's crazy.
Let me ask you guys this, and this is including the chat. I know Wasted got some business to attend, so we got to get the fuck out of here in a second. But I want to ask you this. Tennessee, they taking the quarterback?
Yeah.
Is New Orleans taking the quarterback?
It depends on how they feel about DC, and it depends on.
Oh no, DC's gone.
So they might because
Bro, I think this is the year where New Orleans finally realizes, oh, we got to rebuild.
Yeah,
I think this is the final year where they realize, okay,
they'll take a quarterback, right? But I feel like with Spencer Rattler,
Jake Hayner.
Jake Hayner's trash.
I'm just stating that they drafted 2 quarterbacks back-to-back years.
Mm-hmm. So they don't have a problem drafting a quarterback.
No.
They're one of those organizations that'll keep drafting quarterbacks till they get it right. So
the surprise team Wasted because Doug Peterson will be gone this year. Does Jacksonville bring in a quarterback over Sunshine?
No, if they do, I will take Trevor Lawrence here right now.
Agreed.
Bring him in. I'll take Sunshine in a heartbeat.
Okay.
Run it back.
Does Carolina take quarterback?
That's the dark horse right there because you got a guy that's a former number 1 pick and you're gonna throw him out and bring him into a shittier situation. Just draft a guy like so for them to do that means that they believe that there's no fixing Bryce Young, and I can't believe that owner's that stupid. To me, that's organizational malpractice. You have to do the best you can to build around that kid. You can't just do that to that kid. I'm sorry. I would hope they didn't. I would hope they would take an edge rusher or something like that, or a left tackle or something like that. They haven't given them a chance. Great
comment, Coach. Salute to Terry. Who do you want more, Sanders or Ward? See, me personally. Now, you guys know, originally, Wasted. I was like, man, I don't want to bring the whole Sanders experience to Las Vegas. And then I seen the difference this season. I seen the difference. Last year, bro, he sustained a lot of damage. There was a bad O-line. It was a bad football team. They're a top 25 football team right now. I'm going off of what I'm looking at now, right? I don't care about the whole glitz, glamour, and blah, blah, blah. I want Shedeur Sanders. The thing that scares me about Cam Ward is he's a boom or bust guy to me. Like, I promise you, I think that he could be one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, or he could be a potential Anthony Richardson. And that just scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, man.
I don't know why, but I have more confidence in Shedeur Sanders, a guy that has been built up since and mind you, Cam is close with Shedeur too. Those guys train together. They grew up together, everything. But I don't know why, brother Terry. I just feel like Shedeur is going to be the better pro. Now, if Ward goes somewhere where they'll allow him to develop and they have pieces around, maybe he could be that guy. There's a boomer bust factor with him.
The thing with Shedeur is, and if I can contextualize what you're trying to say, and I agree, I think that the floor for Shedeur is higher.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. The whiskey, the Woodson whiskey's kicked in, brother. I'm sorry.
Listen, Graphk. Sometimes I have to sprinkle some of the salt and pepper with it, right? But to be honest with you, when you start talking about Cameron Ward, he's one of those guys who can throw the ball all these weird angles. Like he's like Lamar Jackson in that way, where he has like elite arm elasticity, and angle freedom and stuff. But that's a good thing, but that's also a bad thing. Because the problem with having all those different little skills and being able to do all this and that and throw the ball these weird angles is that you make dumb mistakes doing that. Because guys that are kind of like buttoned down where they have to throw the ball a certain way and everything like that, those guys don't make those kind of mistakes. They make the right throw. When you got a guy with a lot of talent, they might be running around, do a pirouette and throw the ball across their body, and that only works for Mahomes, right? So Caleb Williams so far, right? He has excellent like improvising skills. But the thing about Cam Ward, and this is the thing that I don't worry about with Shedeur Sanders, can he play in a conventional offense? Can he have a rigid offensive coordinator that's like, listen, man, I want you to take a 3-step drop, turn, throw, do this. Do that. Can he play under that construct?
Shedeur can do it.
He's a dual threat, but I don't know whether he can maintain that pass first dual threat kind of mentality where you got a guy like Michael Penix where he's a dual threat. He has the ability to run. He's one of the faster quarterbacks who came out this year, but he's always looking to throw the ball down the field. Cam Ward, you kind of wonder if he's that kind of guy. Yeah. And then, I don't know, man, ball security in the pocket. The way he throws the ball, the way he holds the football, the ball pops out a lot. And it hasn't happened a lot in Miami, but it happened a lot when he's at Washington State.
Yeah.
A lot.
Salute to Sacktown, man. I love that, bro. Tell him that we said salute to him, bro, and God is good.
Shout out to
appreciate you, Sacktown Raider Mike, man. Salute to Pinhead out there. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing, my brother. Salute to you, and thank you for the update, King. That means a lot, man. You guys, wipe them feet, man. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, man, hit that subscribe button. Real talk. And also, one more time, man, we're hitting the hour mark. I want to once again salute our sponsors, man. Salute to BetUS. This live stream is powered by BetUS. Head over there. Get 150% bonus on your first deposit, 125% bonus on your next 2 deposits using promo code YouTube150 up to $2,000. Fastest payouts in the industry. And what do they bring to the table, Wasted? What do they bring?
Man, listen, not only do they bring football, basketball, baseball, they bring snooker, politics. I mean, they have the most comprehensive sports.
Snooker, bro. Is that New Jersey?
No, snooker is across the pond. Martin knows what it is. I have no idea what it is, but I'm glad that I have the freedom in America to bet on it. Listen, that's what makes America great. It's not the fact that, everybody's going to have happiness. It's life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness and snooker. Let me tell you guys something. Going over to BetUS.
Hey, go over there, man. Jersey Shore. You can get some snooker, man. You know what I mean? Straight up. You know what I mean?
Snooker, snooky, something.
Snooky, all that good shit. Salute to Silver and Facts. Look at what ATL did. The lack of depth in the league with quarterbacks. You can't bet anyone ahead of us outside isn't going to hedge their current situation. Salute. The thing is this, though, Silver and Facts. And I would never feel this confident, even with a Jaden Daniels, right? Like, I feel very confident that Dion and his son and Tom Brady, that connection. I just feel that there's enough power there to be like, Tennessee, he's not going there. Cleveland,
no, dog, we ain't going there, dog.
He ain't going there. He
said, no, dog. We not going there. No, Vegas. We
going to Vegas. We going to Vegas.
Hey, dog. Listen, dog. Listen, don't even call my son. Neither one of my sons going to Tennessee. Neither one of my sons going. Hold on. Wait. Let me cook. I think I'm going to have to start doing a Dion on my show or something like that.
But they're going to leave Travis Hunter hanging, though. But Shedeur going to go to where he want to go to. I'm telling you now. Real shit. But go. Hey, man,
Wait, hold on, dog. Listen, dog. I'm going to tell you, I don't even know why y'all even calling my son. My son not working out for y'all. He not going there. I don't know what. Hey man, I don't even want y'all pick up the darn phone.
Hey, God is good, but he ain't that good. Hey, look at Terry. Hey, tell Hondo from me that the nation still supports him and that Tommy A was nasty work and not represented by the nation. Terry, I don't know what that means. Do you mean
what happened with that? Everybody, I heard people on Twitter talking about that.
Hey, let me say this. All right. We love Hondo. That is our family over here, bro. And we're not going to speak on too much. There's a reason why he hasn't been on the show. Recently we nipped that in the bud. We're working stuff out. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. All right.
There's a lot of bull junk that's going on.
A lot of bull junk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A lot of bull junk, man. But let me tell you something, dog. We don't have none of that over here, man.
No. Yeah, I mean, but I'll say this, bro. We all get nasty shit. I've gotten fake accounts talking about my sons. They have autism. You know what I mean? People have made falsified shit about my wife. Look, man, it comes with this shit. You know what I mean? Like if you're talking about what happened on Twitter when he was reading that comment that he got, it happens, right? But bro, like, dog, you have to have tough skin, bro. You have to have that to do this shit. Wait, so bro, the shit I've been through in this is actually disgusting. But this is what feeds my family. This is what feeds Hondo's family. So, fuck that dude that said that goofy shit. But Hondo is strong-minded enough to be like, man, fuck him. I've been doing this forever.
Hondo would never say F him. Hondo is a guy.
I'll say it for Uncle Hondo. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But, hey, man, we all, look, when you put yourself out there publicly, we get all the crazy shit that comes with it. We signed up for it. Not saying that Hondo deserves it because he doesn't. He doesn't deserve any of that shit. But this is what comes with this shit. You know what I mean? But Hondo, man, is a grown man, God-fearing man, beautiful family. Man, he gonna look. He gonna get
Hondo good, man. You know what?
Good money.
You know that the best way to get back at people like that is to keep being great, right? So I want to say publicly, man. Shout out to Hondo. We love Hondo, and I want to say publicly, fuck you. Because I just want to say fuck you. I don't know.
Fuck you too, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. Man.
Hey, bada bing, bada boom.
Shit comes with this shit, right? There's a cost to everything. And I finally came to the conclusion. I'm like, I already understand what comes with this shit. So it is what it is. So,
man, there's a lot of bull junk that come with this here. Yeah. Let me tell you something, dog. My son ain't playing with no Tennessee, dog. I'll tell you that right now.
Yo, Tom, it's on the way. It's on the way.
Stay 8 toes down here. You know what I'm saying?
Hondo called me the other day. We had a conversation, and this remains between us. You know what I'm saying? But it's on the way. Some things was.
Well, hey, guys, listen. Please don't repeat that in our chat. Please, whoever I don't want to hear what they said. I know somebody said something nasty about him. That's all I need to know. I don't repeat whatever they said about Hondo because we love Hondo over here. Don't disrespect Unc. You don't disrespect Uncle Hondo. That's a cool way to get that ass whipped.
Yeah. Now you can disagree with everything he said. That's cool. Because I don't agree with everything that Unc says either. You know what I'm saying? But when it gets to that point, come on, man. Cut that shit off, man. Salute to Terry. Dude said he hated him. Oh, it is okay. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, come on.
Hey, Terry, love you, bro. But I understand.
Terry, my guy. But we don't want to repeat that over here. We love Hondo. We support him, and we support his family. Get the F out of here.
Bro, when you got God in your life, bro, the strength is different. It's different. Like when you can really lean on him, like Uncle Hondo when he gets to that gospel, bro, that strength different. Remember he got into his bag? He got he got into his bag. Look, bro, when you
he said, I seen the skies open up.
I was like, whoo.
Yeah, you heard that?
Talk, Hondo, talk.
The thunder rolled. Raiders. You remember that? You remember? Yes. I loved it, man.
Yes, man. So salute to Uncle Hondo, man. And fuck the trolls. Fuck anybody that targets people's kids, wives. Y'all ain't shit. Point blank, period, man. I hope you get ate up by a mosquito that was at Magic Johnson's house in the early 90s.
Whoa. No Magic slander here.
Jeez. Bro, Magic's my favorite basketball player of all time.
Talk about Magic having a Batman forever.
Hey, but Bloodline was disgusting back then.
Nah, look, man.
We the one.
Let me tell you something. Magic is undetectable, bro. I don't know Magic. Magic, I don't know what happened with Magic. I think Magic got that mail that we don't know nothing about. Magic done went and got the. They were like, hey, Magic, man, here go the cure right here. Keep that under wraps.
Hey.
They went like that and handed the cure off to Magic. They say, hey, Magic, yo, you gotta.
Yo, salute to everybody here in the building. As always, we appreciate every single one of you guys. Make sure you wipe them feet, man. Pay your bar tabs. Hit that subscribe button. We're coming up on an hour and a half, man. We're going to get out of here. Nothing else to talk about. I'll be live tomorrow with Stu. Wasted has a solo show on the way. Make sure you go subscribe to my brother if you're not subscribed yet. And also, real quick, Wasted, what was this show brought to you by?
It was powered by BetUS, the most comprehensive sports book in the game. Let me tell you something. Fastest payouts in the industry. 24/7, 365 live support. I mean, it doesn't get any better than BetUS. And if you go over to BetUS, your first deposit up to $2,000 is 150% of that deposit. And your next two deposit, you get 125% of those deposits up to $2,000 using the code YouTube150. It's none other and none greater than BetUS. And this show has been powered by BetUS for the umpteenth time.
150% off your first bonus, 125% off your next two. YouTube 150 promo code, man. Salute to our prize sponsors over at BetUS, man. You got anything to say on the way out?
No.
Yo, hey, you got a job to
go. Easy.
Yeah, so we gonna get out of here, man. Salute to everybody in the building. We love you. We appreciate you. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Me and Stu will be live talking about the game coming up this weekend against the Cincinnati Bengals. Got a preview show. We're gonna be talking about Desmond Ridder, and you guys gonna be shocked about some of the takes that Stu has about our quarterback situation. So make sure you tap in and stay in tuned. We love y'all. We appreciate you guys as always. And we out of here, man. One.
That's what I'm talking about.